Hi everyone, I'm Anisha. I'm part of the MaxText team, and today I'll be talking to you about that. So, if this statement, I want to train an LLM efficiently and at scale on TPUs or GPUs and then serve it. If this statement resonates with you, then you want to give MaxText a shot. What is MaxText? So, JAX, as we have been hearing so far already, makes sharding and offloading and rematerialization very easy. But doing it well and specifically at scale is still an art. And that's what MaxText has been doing for a couple of years now. It's a very actively developed and maintained code base, and we have innovations showing up in order of weeks in our code base. Who are the users of MaxText? MaxText has been used as a reference implementation or directly off the shelf by some of the largest labs in the world, and this has been going on for, like I said, a couple of years now. And these are researchers or research scientists around the world that have been using MaxText for pre and post training now. How do they make use of MaxText? So MaxText basically provides highly optimized implementations of popular open source models. So we started off with Llama 2, then we have Llama 3, Mistral, Mixtral, Gemma, DeepSeek, all in there. And then we have efficient training loops. And then MaxText has been adapting to the latest and greatest that the JAX ecosystem offers. Some of you have been already listening to that in our talks thus far. So we are adopting Tunix for the latest innovations in post-training, and then MaxText models can be served using Jetstream today, and then we are moving over to VLLM, or as we're calling it, ULLM, for integrating better with the open source world and what's the norm in the industry and research world today. Some of the results are that, like, we pride ourselves in generating or extracting great MFUs out of our implementations. So we have more than 50% of MFUs in our Llama 4 Scout, which is an MOE model. Then we have Llama 370B, which is a dense model, and the Gemma 3 dense model as well. We have embarked on this journey of MaxText 2.0, as we are calling, which not only is the target being making MaxText into a fully featured production gate platform with top-tier DevX experience. Not only that, but also building on the latest that the MaxText or the JAX ecosystem is offering. So in this example, this is a mock-up. This is more of like work in progress, but this is where we will be landing very soon. But you can see Tunix and Quix and Optax has always been there for our optimizers. So imagine that we start off with our DeepSeek v3 implementation in MaxText, which is already there. And then imagine we just want to use LoRa on some of the parameters. So we use the LoRa adapters from Quix. And then let's say we want to use GRPO. So we can use Tunix's GRPO trainer. So you can see that we are going to be using the implementation as defined by the first two lines here. And then we use Optax for the optimizer. And then let's say we provide our data set, and then we can train using the GRPO trainer from Tunix. And then the loading of the data set can be again done from MaxText with multi-host data loading. And thereafter, imagine we are not satisfied yet. We want to maybe do some RLHF, have some preference data at our disposal. So maybe we'll use the DPO trainer from Tunix and then use some preference data set that we have and train away to get our final model. So this is complete ecosystem that you can imagine from a end user perspective on how to use these different models that have different libraries that we've been hearing about this morning. So in conclusion, basically MaxText helps you train large language models at scale. Going forward, we will be providing more and more easy to use APIs, and we will be having newer and newer models coming in. And as it is, we already have support for dense and mixture of expert models up to order of trillion parameters. If you want to get started, this is open source, so this is on GitHub. Feel free to take a look at how to get started, and I'm happy to talk about it today or tomorrow at the workshop.